Good evening. You're watching News on 2, and I'm Amin Carlos. Now, the Kota Kinabalu High Court today ruled that the appointment of Dato Sri Muhammad Shafi Abdal as the new Chief Minister of Sabah is constitutional, and therefore he is the rightful Chief Minister of the state. And Judge Dato Yu Jin Ki held that Tan Sri Musa Aman had lost the confidence of the majority of the Assembly after 6 Barisan National Assemblymen shifted their support to Dato Sri Muhammad Shafi. Well, Dato Yu also ruled that Sabah Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Tun Juha Mahiruddin had exercised his powers under Article 6, subsection 3 of the Sabah Constitution to appoint Dato Sri Muhammad Shafi as the new Chief Minister after finding Tan Sri Musa no longer commanded the confidence of the majority of the Assemblymen. She also ordered Tan Sri Musa to pay costs totaling 30,000 ringgit to Dato Sri Muhammad Shafi and Tun Juhar. Initially, Tan Sri Musa had on 17th May filed a writ of summons against Dato Sri Muhammad Shafi but withdrew it. However, in June, he filed the originating summons seeking a declaration, among others, from the court that he is the rightful Chief Minister of Sabah as appointed on 10th May by the Yang di-Pertuan Negeri. The 200 billion yen or 7.4 billion ringgit samurai bonds with a coupon rate of 0.65% issued by Japan is considered cheap compared to previous debts the government had to bear with interest rates as high as 7%. And Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said he is confident the low interest offered through the bonds would lessen the country's burden.
Tun Dr. Mahathir said Malaysia will benefit a lot from the samurai bonds.
Ya, kalau kita dapat loan yang murah, sekurang-kurangnya kita dapat kurangkan beban servis yang kita kena bayar, faedah yang kita kena bayar. Dan bond itu, duit itu boleh digunakan untuk apa-apa projek yang kita ada.
The Premier said this to the Malaysian media in Tokyo.
Well, good moral values and characters besides education should be given attention and thought at a very young age as it would benefit the country. Commenting further, Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said these teachings would lead to a more responsible society in the country.
For example, children from very early age should be taught that taking what doesn't belong to them is bad. But returning something that they find somewhere lost to the person who owns it is good. And that will promote a good society in which we can depend on each other to do the right thing.
The Premier said this during a dialogue session with students at Toyo University in Tokyo earlier today. He also said that the government would also look into the health aspects of the country, including mental health, as mentioned in the 9 objectives the government will be focusing on. Also present at the dialogue session were Tun Dr. Mahathir's wife, Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah Muhammad Ali, Foreign Minister Dato Saifuddin Abdullah, and Education Minister Dr. Mazli Malik.
The Health Ministry is advising all Hajj and Umrah pilgrims to take the pneumococcal and influenza vaccine in order to avoid lung inflammation, although it is not a prerequisite. Its Minister, Dato Sri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad, said these vaccines, which can be acquired from private clinics and hospitals, would be in addition to the vaccine for meningococcal meningitis, which is a mandatory immunization.
Dengan itu apa yang kami dalam kempen ini ia menekankan tentang pentingnya para jemaah haji dan umrah memahami bahawa apabila mereka melakukan dan memenuhi bukan sahaja perkara yang wajib yang dituntut oleh kerajaan Saudi, khasnya vaksinasi meningococcus itu juga adalah mustahak andainya mereka dapat menyuntik juga diri mereka dengan vaksin influenza dan juga vaksin pneumococcus.
The Saudi Arabian government requires every pilgrim to be vaccinated with the meningococcal vaccine to curb the meningococcal disease, which had once occurred after the Hajj season in 2001 and 2002. Dato Sri Dr. Zulkifli had earlier launched the Hajj and Umrah immunization campaign in Putrajaya today.
Well, on another note, the Health Ministry assured the public that it has made preparations for the coming monsoon season, including setting up flood relief centers nationwide. And according to Deputy Director General of Health, Dr. Chong Chi Kyong, the Health Ministry would collaborate with the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, and other government agencies in coordinating preparations for the floods.
Persediaan kita selain daripada memberi rawatan kepada mereka yang kena penyakit semasa banjir, kita pun ada buat preparation untuk tempat apa dipanggil itu pindaan pusat pemindahan, memastikan bahawa mereka yang menjaga pusat pemindahan itu bersedia dari segi vaksin, dari segi ubat dan sebagainya.
The Deputy Director General of Health said this after attending the Hajj and Umrah immunization campaign, which was officiated by Health Minister Dato Sri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad in Putrajaya.
Well, police have crippled an online gambling syndicate with stakes amounting to 3.36 million ringgit a month following the arrest of 5 men at an apartment in Jalan Klang Lama. And Kuala Lumpur Police Chief Dato Sri Mazlan Lazim said the syndicate, believed to have been active since a year ago, had 20,000 registered players.
Dato Sri Mazlan said the suspects, all Malaysians and in their 20s, were arrested about 3:45 p.m. last Friday. He said the police were now looking for the leader of the syndicate.
Mereka ni akan membuat promosi ataupun membuat macam iklan lah dalam website, dalam WeChat, contohnya, kemudian dalam Facebook. So menggunakan GSM SMS blasting machine. Satu machine ni yang mana dia blast dalam website contohnya, ataupun blast dalam Facebook, dalam WhatsApp.
Briefing reporters today, he said during the raid, police also seized 14 sets of computers, 40 SIM cards, a GSM SMS blasting machine, 42 handphones and 5 laptops. All the suspects are in remand until tomorrow to facilitate police investigations under Section 4, Subsection 1, Subsection C of the Batting Act 1953. In another development, Dato Sri Mazlan said police had called up 8 people for investigation in connection with a 19-year-old man who received 15 stitches on the head when was hit by a bicycle tire believed thrown from a higher floor of a flats housing at Project Perumahan Rakyat PPR Gombak Setia Block 41 last Friday.
The Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court today charged a police corporal for 3 charges of soliciting and obtaining a bribe of over 30,000 ringgit as inducement to release 2 suspects believed to have links to a fake passport syndicate. Now, the accused, Abu Bakar Gembor, 45, however, pleaded not guilty before Judge Azura Alwi.
According to the charges, Corporal Abu Bakar committed the offence at a restaurant in Kuchai Entrepreneurs Park on 18th and 29th of August. During both occasions, he solicited over 30,000 ringgit from Lu Kuifa as inducement to release Lu and Chung Yu Min for suspected involvement in a syndicate issuing fake permits and visas to immigrants. The offences were committed under Section 16, Subsection A and Section 17, Subsection A of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC, 2009. Corporal Abu Bakar faces a maximum jail time of 20 years and a fine no less than 5 times the value of the bribe if convicted. The court granted the accused 10,000 ringgit with 1 surety and ordered the corporal to surrender his passport. The accused is required to report himself to the KL MACC office once a month, and case remention will take place on 17th December.
Well, coming up, new tax on foreign online services to be implemented in stages.
So, my favorite hotel in London is clearly Hotel Mortimer. But since I've discovered Trivago, I asked myself, why didn't I compare the prices before? It's so easy. Hotel Trivago.